$10.99.
I'm the voice inside your head.
And while you're typically athletic,
Right now, you're pathetic. Rick, once you start listening to me, it's gonna be hard to stop. Shank. And if you don't have the right auto coverage, cost of this can hit you out of nowhere. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me.
All-American Club combo. Extra jalapeno, Hero likes it hot.
For just $1 more, you can make it a Happy Gilmore meal and get a collectible cup.
Gilmore with his own meal deal?
Hey, Shooter, I love your cup.
Actually, make it a Happy Gilmore meal.
Shooter.
Always dry scoop before you run. Listen to me. Hot dog diet got me shredded.
It's time we listen to science. One A Day is formulated with key nutrients to support whole body health. One A Day, science that matters.
I got you. We're getting set for game 2 here at Thomas & Mack Center in Vegas. Raptors and Magic about to lock horns. And Jace Richardson, the 25th overall pick in this year's draft, just standing by with Mel.
I'm standing here with Jace Richardson. First off, congratulations. So far, Summer League seems to be going well for you. Talk to me about what's been going into your effort so far.
Just putting in energy, coming out here, guarding full court, making sure I can get my teammates involved and get myself involved.
How do you continue to get your teammates involved while still creating that action for yourself?
Just being aggressive, getting downhill, getting to my spots, and then just finding my teammates when they're getting open.
Thanks so much, Jace.
Thank you.
All right, Mel, the kid's fun to watch, and Tom Crean recruited his dad once upon a time to Michigan State. So we got some stories for you and can't wait to watch Jace Richardson and the Magic as they battle the Toronto Raptors. Tip-off next.
If you're a fan, what you'll see in the next
Eastern Conference Showdown. The Toronto Raptors against the Orlando Magic here at Thomas & Mack Center. And we get a look at Colin Murray-Boyles, a top 10 pick for the Raptors on a Summer League team that is pretty stacked. We can't wait to watch it with you. Alongside the coach, Tom Crean, I'm Drew Carter. We'll check in with Melanie Ricks in just a moment. And Coach, Colin Murray-Boyles is a guy who seems to fit the ethos of what the Raptors are trying to build. He's long and he can really guard.
Well, I'm really, really excited to see him play. I was getting to see his first game. He didn't even get to finish the pre-draft process with the injury, but it didn't matter because people know this guy goes at it. He attacks the rim. Only a sophomore. He has got a chance. He's got length. He's got aggressiveness. He plays very smart. His defensive ability, I'm telling you, it's college version of Draymond Green. And I know that's a heavy compliment, but what he does, he can move his feet. He's long. He attacks the rim. He plays with energy. He can recover. He can switch. The biggest thing for him is just going to be developing a jump shot. The jump shot is behind, and it has been behind. But when it comes to, Buzz, the guy that went from South Carolina to Wasatch Academy, dropped 25 pounds, right? Comes back and has those 2 years at South Carolina. And what he doesn't have in height, he makes up for in strength with the shoulder width, the length that he plays with, and he moves his feet. This is going to be fun to watch.
That's the first time we'll see him in a Raptors uniform as he makes his Summer League debut. On the other side for the Magic, they're led by a guy who was a first-round pick a season ago, Tristan Da Silva, who played a bunch as a rookie and trying to improve even more here in the summer.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, he started 38 games, played 74 games for that team. He was one of the most skilled guys coming out of the draft last year from Colorado, one of 3 Colorado players picked. But what they want to see from him, he's got to do more of that, get in the paint and make decisions, attack it like that. He was very aggressive in game 1, ready to shoot the ball. They ran actions for him. He's got to be a guy that does not settle. He's a smart player. He's a good passer. He's an excellent shooter. And now he's got to show that he's got an ability to get to that rim and either make the bucket, get the shot, or off a runner floater, or make that kick. But I think they're impressed with how much he's improved and how much he works at the game. And he has got to carve out a role. Will it be maybe what it was with a Desmond Bane in there? Desmond Bane brings a lot to the table. A Tristan Da Silva that's improved helps Orlando in a big way.
And the Magic, another team with the arrow pointing firmly up. If they can stay healthy and their young guys can continue to improve, they're going to be dangerous in the Eastern Conference as you check out our starting lineups. Looking at the Raptors, you got a top 10 pick in Murray Boyles. You got Jacoby Walter, who's a top 20 pick last year. Jamal Shead played a bunch as a rookie, and same thing can be said for Jamison Battle. This is basically a Summer League roster full of NBA players.
Yeah, I can't wait for Grady Dick to be out there and things like that. I like what they're doing, man. They want to win. I mean, and they're trying to put this thing together. And what you see is you see that guys are improving. Jamison Battle's going to be fun to watch. I mean, this guy went in there, started it out on a 2-way, and he ends up playing 59 games, started 10 of them last year for Toronto. Played at George Washington, played at Minnesota and at Ohio State. And he's a guy that's going to be in the rotation for Toronto. I think it's exciting to see this.
And Battle is 77 in red, and he controls the opening tap as Castleton wins it. The Raptors, you know, the pedigree is one thing. What they did on the floor Friday is another. They beat the Bulls 116-72, and they're off to a hot start again as Battle strokes a 3. He was better than 40% last season as a rookie.
And his misses look like they're going in. That's one of the best things you could say. He's added a sidestep. He's got a great shot fake, and he gets that hand in the ball and nails it.
And they're really guarding out on the perimeter. But Noah Penda gets 2 to start things off for the Magic. Penda, a guy who slipped to the second round, 32nd overall, but he was a big-time prospect out of France.
Oh, he really was. I mean, he knows how to get fouled. He knows how to play. There's no doubt about it. He plays hard. And that's going to be a big thing for the Magic. They got to beat the pressure and then run their offense.
Penda created that steal. Ethan Thompson gets it to him. Penda had 8 points, 3 boards, and 4 assists against Sacramento Friday. A loss by 3 for the Magic. Jace Richardson, that high arcing 3 won't go. Kyler Kelly had the rebound for a second and draws the foul. It's against Toronto, and it's on Jacoby Walter.
Well, Orlando's definitely come out with the urgency. I think we'll see it as the game goes on. It's not just attack the pressure and score a bucket. That's the optimal way to do it. But a lot of times in a game like this, it's beat the pressure and then flow right into your offense where you don't have to rush your 4 shots. So it's really like a 2-part offensive attack for Orlando. Beat the pressure and get set.
Kelly harassed by Battle out top. And there's a steal from Jamal Shead. This is what makes him elite. Leaves it for Battle, who's stuffed by Thompson, but foul.
Hey, I think it's been Kyler Kelly. They're playing him at the high post. It's not a natural place for him. The pressure was great by Battle. He got him back on his heels. Not a good pass. Shead does a great job. At least there's a challenge at the rim. But I think we're going to see them get all over the bigs up top because that pressure, they don't want to let them run their offense from the top of the key. Both teams are going to be fighting for top of the key basketball today.
Smothering defense early from the Raptors, who are coached in the summer by James Wade. Some turnover at the top of the organization. Masai Ujiri out after 13 seasons with the franchise. Bobby Webster's their general manager. Darko Rajakovic, the big club's head coach. Offensive rebound after the miss by Battle. He drives the closeout, kicks it to the corner. 3-ball is on the way, and it's not even close from the rookie Murray Boyles. That's the one part of his game he's got to improve. Here comes Richardson, loping lefty out to Silva for 3.
Yeah. Great pass. Good ball movement there. Good job by Orlando. They didn't wait. They attacked. You can't walk it up in the NBA. You certainly can't walk it up against this Toronto team.
De Silva on the box out. Penda with the rebound. If you think about Richardson creating plays as Murray Boyles creates one on this end. The defense from Murray Boyles and Walter, now a battle for it, and it's a jump ball. Richardson and Walter.
Well, Richardson, I know he's not backing down, and I love Jacoby Walter. I've been watching him since he was a junior in high school. He's an old soul, very mature, serious-minded guy. Good pressure by Murray Boyles. We see it right there with the deflections, the steals. In slides Jacoby Walter. If you're a part of Toronto, you're excited about that because you've got to be on the attack and establish that you're coming at them defensively, and the offense comes from that. But you drafted these defenders, you want to see things like that.
Officials have a discussion, making sure they've got the right guys in the jump ball.
We'll see if Jace jumps early like Reed Sheppard did last game.
That's one of the most impressive plays Reed Sheppard made.
Yeah, he called it now. He called it.
And if you didn't see that, Reed Sheppard was mic'd up and talking to his teammate Kennedy Chandler, and they diagrammed the whole play and worked it to perfection.
Yeah, he just spent too much time talking to the officials. Yeah. Distracted him.
How about the boings from Jace Richardson there?
Oh, yeah.
Serious hops to win the jump.
He may not be as tall as Dad and jump like Dad, but he got a lot of those genes as well.
De Silva making string music. He had one from the opposite corner, now one from this one.
I would say that's the two things they want to see the most in Orlando. Jace Richardson be the point guard and how he handles that, and Tristan De Silva take the next step.
And shooting is going to be a big part of that as the Raptors cough it up. De Silva was 39% or better each of his last 2 years at Colorado, just 33.5% last year as a rookie, but that shot looks good.
It really does, and it wasn't a great pass. It was a little low, but Tristan got it lined up, a little bit of a late closeout, made his second 3.
Thompson creates some contact, and he is fouled.
Ethan Thompson did a good job in this G League team last year. He's been around for a little while, but he drives the ball well. He's got very deep range. You know, he can make shots. It's good to see him be attacking the rim.
Scored 16 points against the Kings Thursday. Spent a few years in the G League, signed a 2-way with the Magic in February. It's one of the best run organizations top to bottom in terms of synergy between the big club and the G League. G League team Osceola Magic consistently in the playoffs. Had the MVP Mac McClung. Of course, is famous for his dunk contest exploits.
Like the Magic organization, obviously you got Jeff Weltman, you got John Hammond, you got Anthony Parker, the GM, well, the former GM that kind of built the Magic. John Gabriel is in the crowd, as is Arnie Kander, who is in a class by himself as a strength coach in the NBA. Got his start with the Pistons in the bad boy era, and has just continued to build players, make them better all the time.
Here's Richardson, Shed chasing him all over the place, and then a late bump from Murray Boyles after the whistle, inadvertent. Fouls on Shed. He's upset with the whistle. It's something we talked about in the first game when we had 49 combined personal fouls. The whistle in these games is tighter than you'd see in the regular season and certainly the playoffs.
Yeah, and again, this is awesome for Jace Richardson to have to go against Jamal Shed. That's not a great call for him. That's not going to get called during the regular season. But this is where you want the maturity of your leadership. So I'm going to keep bringing that physicality and force you to call that every time if you're going to call it, because I am guarding Jace Richardson.
Tristan De Silva is blistering. He's got 3 triples in the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, and he's 2 open. He's got 3 open triples. And that's, if you're Houston with that, I'm sorry, if you're Toronto with that pressure, you've got to come out and get after him better.
Out of bounds off of Murray Boyles. Great start for the Magic, and De Silva is the catalyst with 9 points.
Well, he's getting them from all different areas right here. There's the hand. If you can't go under, there's no hands there. They don't know who's guarding him. There's no communication. Colin Castleton's got to step up on that. you basically got two people watching it. You can't have miscommunication with the ball. It went under, not there, and he made him pay. He's a bona fide NBA player. I mean, they're going to make those shots. That's where Jace Richardson's got to get better, Drew. He's got to be able to beat you going right. He ran the offense the way they want it set. I think he's actually better going right than maybe he gets credit for. Very, very good with both hands, especially getting there with his left. But to take that next step, he's got to be able to not only beat you with his right, but refuse that pick and roll with his right.
Shed drew the foul there on the screen from De Silva. And Jamal Shed is the type of guy where you need to be able to go both ways. If he can sit on one of your hands, that is not going to go well for you.
Absolutely. Jamal Shed is just a pure winner. And he played 75 games for Toronto last year. And he shot the ball pretty well. Shot 32%. He's got to be better. But he did some really good things. You know you've got a tough leader when you got Jamal Shed in the lineup.
And Shed led them in games played last year with those 75. Three ball from Thompson won't go. And the rebound to Ulrich Shamshay. A jump ball. That's an early whistle for a jump ball, and that's what we'll have when we come back. The good news for Toronto is it's Shamshay against Richardson. They'll have the edge. Timeout on the floor.
NBA 2K26 Summer League is proudly sponsored by NBA 2K26. Rated E for everyone.
A history of winning started with the 65 Gators losing steam, losing sweat. The solution? A drink that hydrates better than water and changed the game forever.
Naturally, we called our stuff Gatorade.
I'm an overpowered leaf blower, and I'm not exactly street legal.
When they're going to jump and run and trap like that, just maintain our spacing and make simple plays, okay? Just know when you turn your head, someone else is coming to double behind you. So just make the simple play. Somebody's going to be open if we maintain our spacing. First play.
Amir Bahar coaching the Summer Magic, chatting with the rookie, Jace Richardson.
Yeah, one of the former guys on my staff's over there coaching the offense, Sean O'Brien. They've done a really good job, and I think they're going to find from Jace Richardson what Tom Izzo said. Smartest freshman he's had since Mateen Cleaves.
That's high praise.
It's very high praise, because I was around for 3 years with Mateen, and I know that level of intelligence. He just got hired by Brian Gregory to go and be in player development and a leadership coach with the Phoenix Suns, so excited for that.
Part of that Michigan State mafia that's developing out in Phoenix between Ishbia and Gregory.
Jordan Ott.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Paul Rivers, who's got a really big position there. He was at Michigan State. Tom Izzo's turned out some people.
Well, A.J. Lawson's at the line. Lawson was their top scorer in their first game against Chicago Friday at 22 as the Raptors beat the Bulls 116-72. Lawson's a Canadian, now playing for Toronto Raptors, native of Ontario.
Yeah. Did an excellent job at South Carolina. Left after 3 years, played for Frank Martin and Chuck Martin. Chuck recruited him, and this guy just keeps going. He got his first 2 points against the Magic when he was playing for the Timberwolves back in the 22-23 season.
Richardson attacks and scores through contact.
He can get to the rim. He can turn both hips. He's not as good right as he is going left yet, but that'll come. But he can turn you going left, off the top and off the wing.
Shed on the dribble drive, gets where he wants to go, and he's fouled by Ethan Thompson.
Watch Richardson as he comes across this now. He takes it, gets the handoff. They slide on it, but he drops the shoulder, goes into the contact, finishes through his eyes, uses the glass. He is a tough guy. That's one of the things we talked about during the draft. People got all wrapped up in the 6'1". This guy elevates. He's not your normal 6'1" guy, especially he's got a +6 wingspan. But when this guy goes to the rim, he can play. He's going to get his shot off. It's very, very hard to block his shot because of his release point and the fact that he does have that burst.
And you recruited his dad to Michigan State. They are obviously different players. But what do you know about their personalities and how similar to those are as Mobo throws it down with 2 hands?
Well, Jason has got an unbelievable personality. And he became, I didn't get a chance to coach him. We recruited him for 3 years, then I left for Marquette. But a great personality, a happy guy, but a very much a competitor. And I think what Jason's got from both parents is that level of intelligence to go with that confidence probably comes from both because he's got it.
Penda buries a 3. Good sign for the 20-year-old from France.
Yeah, I know they were really excited about him in their camp.
Mobo sets it up for Shamshe. And that comes up short. Shamshe out of Cameroon. Still just 19 years old.
Is that crazy? Till end of December.
Yeah, well, his birthday's December 30th. He barely made the cutoff to be drafted last year. De Silva just threw that one away. But Shamshe, first product of the Basketball Africa League to be drafted. He was 57th overall last season. Looking to be a product of NBA Academy Africa, which is a big initiative for the NBA. He's been coached by Joakim Noah, and he's a guy with all kinds of raw talent.
He has. I saw him play 2 years ago, and he has changed his body. He played with Kaman Malawach in the NBA Academy. And if we get a close-up of his hands, there can't be 2-3 players in the NBA that have bigger hands and fingers than this guy. And it's going to really help him defensively because he can get deflections and steals and deflect passes in the pick-and-roll game.
There's a good pass from Chucky Hepburn, and Mobo's got 2 more.
Chucky's a heck of a player. Played at Wisconsin and at Louisville. He was as good a defensive point guard as there was in college last year.
Him guard. Wendell Moore ended up alone out of the basket. Lawson with the block. The Raptors are guarding right now.
Yeah, Chucky has got, we think, Reed Shepherd's hands real quick. Wait till you see Chucky unleash him.
Penda's got a fire. And the rebound down to Mobo. The way the Raptors are guarding right now, they look more like pterodactyls. Long arms everywhere. They are all over these guys.
Well, it's such a calling card. And when you think back to the best Toronto teams, that's what, look at the hands. I mean, they're in the trap. They're swatting at the ball. They're diving on it. But look, they all get back into the play. All right, they get the block shot from Lawson. They're rotating. That is excellent defense right there. You make the play, you get back in. They didn't let them breathe in that possession.
Raptors last year 26th in offense, but 15th in defense, right around league average. That's what Darko Rajakovic wants the team's identity to be. Start on the defensive end. And if you think about their personnel, their starting lineup, they'll have Emmanuel Quickly at the 1, then R.J. Barrett, Scotty Barnes, Brandon Ingram, and Jakob Poeltl. That's a lot of size.
It sure is. It sure is. And the guys that are coming back in this area. And I just can't get over the fact Scotty Barnes is only 23 years of age.
Well, he should be coming on with us here on the broadcast later on. I got a question for him about an outfit he wore on the bench against the Celtics. It was interesting.
Yeah, I knew him when he was long baggy shorts and oversized T-shirts. He's not doing that much anymore. Some people have fashion people. He's got a fashion team, I would believe.
Alondas Williams into the game, another terrific college player. Started at Oklahoma, finished up at Wake Forest, was the ACC Player of the Year playing for Steve Forbes. Skal Labissiere missed the shot. Labissiere is a name you might recognize if you're a big basketball fan. He was a former #1 recruit coming out of high school, went to Kentucky. Late first-round draft pick, now 29 years old.
Just a classic example of a guy that probably shouldn't have gone early. And the projections of where he was not where it needed to be, but he's here trying to carve out a job.
Labissiere's out there, just a foul on the Magic. Raptors ball when we come back.
When Superman is off saving the day, DQ is here with a $7 meal deal. Now with the $2 small Blizzard treat upgrade. Get any small Blizzard treat like our newest menu hero for just $2 more. This summer, save on all your faves at DQ.
A history of winning started with the 65 Gators, losing steam, losing sweat. The solution? A drink that hydrates better than water and change the game forever.
Schedule feels like the entire league descends on the Sin City. Watch some basketball, catch up with some friends, some colleagues, some foes maybe. Enjoy some hoops.
College coaches, the smartest thing they could do, I know it's a recruiting period, but to come in here not only to learn more about the game, learn more about the players, support your players, but the way the game in college basketball is right now with the portal and the NIL, guaranteed there are conversations going on in this building and around this town about what's coming up next year. And you can get a lot of work done if you're a college coach and you know the right NIL agents or agents out here.
Hepburn for three. Rebound down to Penda. This is Jalen Crutcher, former Dayton Flyer, played for the Birmingham Squadron in the G League last year. Gets it back. Out to Alondis Williams. Mobo with the challenge, and Williams knocks it down.
Yeah, the guys in this group, he might be the most athletic, and that's saying something for this Magic team. Crutcher can get it going in a hurry, too. Played for Birmingham last year in the G League. TJ Saint played at Dayton.
Here is Williams showing off the athleticism. They hit ahead for more, and a two-hand flush. Magic have opened up a 9-point lead. Here's a steal from Penda, cranking up the defensive pressure. Penda finds more. This time he missed it. Wendell Moore, 23 years old, out of Duke. Played 90 career NBA regular season games for Minnesota, Detroit, and Charlotte. Well-rounded player. Elijah Martin, rookie out of Florida, with the air ball.
That was a foul in the first half right there. I mean, the first game, by the way.
Yes. What A.J. Lawson
Yeah,
did.
the hand check. That was a foul in the first game as well.
Labissiere over Shamshe. And here's Mobo. Played at 4 different schools in college. Ended at University of San Francisco. There's another steal for the Magic. Raptors sloppy with the basketball right now. Moore puts the shoulder down and draws the foul.
Well, that's his game. You know, he's got to make threes. Wendell Moore Jr. does, but he's an attacker. He's a rim guy. He can get to the paint. Those shoulders are weapons. He can drop them and he can get somewhere.
Foul is on Hepburn. 4th foul against the Raptors. 6 turnovers for Toronto. Always loved watching Wendell Moore play at Duke. The guy can fill up a stat sheet.
He really could. I mean, and he's been in the NBA, like you said. You mentioned the games he's played, and he's got strengths. You know, you want the shooting to be one of them. He's got to make his open ones best he can, but this guy can get to the basket. He's relentless in his attack. I think he can be a really good defender, and there's still time for that to happen.
Raptors made some changes, brought Shed and Walter back in the game, along with Martin, Mobo, and Shamshay.
Now we'll see if the offense changes a little bit. Jamal Shead gets him in some movement here.
Shed's a pro. Proved it last year as a rookie. Here's Jacoby Walter going to work, trying to get around Williams, met by Kelly at the rim, and he is fouled.
Number 61, Howard Kelly, his second. Orlando's first team foul in the last 2 minutes.
Walter was the 19th overall pick last season out of Baylor. Played in 52 games and started 18 as a rookie.
Yeah, and he's played some great basketball in Dallas. He went to Link Academy and played for Scott Drew at Baylor. Was excellent in his freshman year, and he's a very young guy. I mean, and he's unique in his shooting. He's a right-handed shooter who leads with his right foot, as we see him line up shots as the game goes on. And it doesn't matter how you shoot it as long as it's consistent. There's Shamshay using that length, being aggressive. His touch has really, really improved in the last 2 years from when he was at NBA Academy.
Raptors have high hopes for him. There's De Silva gallivanting through the lane. Kelly ends up with it. Crutcher gives it up. De Silva tries another. First miss from downtown. De Silva had been 3 for 3 on triples. Mobo slides through, blocked by Kelly, but that'll count on a goaltend.
Good job by Mobo, and you've got numerous guys right now outside of Shamshay that can just take the ball at any point in time for Toronto and attack in a coast-to-coast way. And that's a good drive. He reads it. All right, uses the dribble, keeps his eyes up. Probably should have looked to either use the board or dunk it. Gets away with the goaltend. But that's a good drive.
Shed called for the foul in the backcourt. That should put Orlando at the free throw line. Second in the last 2. Jalen Crutcher will shoot. I think Jamal Shed saying that wasn't a foul when I was playing in the regular season last year.
Yeah, he's right. But it was a foul in the first game.
That's correct.
And if anything, they're going to be judged on their consistency as referees. Getting the calls right and being consistent with how you call and see the game.
Shed is like a living, breathing embodiment of Kelvin Sampson's culture at the University of Houston. He was the National Defensive Player of the Year as a senior playing for the Cougars. Final shot of the first quarter. It's Walter on the run, and it goes. That ball had eyes. It's a 3 for Jacoby Walter. Makes it a 4-point game after 1.
Here he comes, lifted up. Let that one go off the left foot. 1 foot from 28 feet. Great shot, Jacoby.
Two summer sensations are flying into DQ. One is sure.
3. So we just got to stop what they're doing good, which is shooting the ball, and continue to play our defense.
Going off of that, how do you limit turnovers for the remainder of the game?
I think we just got to settle down. I think everybody's trying to be ultra aggressive, which is the right thing to do, but I think we just got to be under control and make the right pass.
Thank you, Jamal.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, Mel. Looked like we were about to have a challenge there. James Wade, the Raptors Summer League head coach.
It's a good interview right there. It was good.
3 ball rattles in for Alondas Williams.
Jamal Shead doesn't get hurt in the NCAA tournament. Outside of Connecticut, there may not have been a better overall team than Houston that last year that he played, and they just didn't have enough once he was out. But he is a pure winner. Anybody wants to see the human side of him, Google Jamal Shead after Alabama postgame.
A.J. Lawson for 3 and a chance at a 4-point play.
It's a nice shot from A.J. But Jamal Shead, they lost a tough game at Alabama to your guy, Nate Oates, right? So I like Nate. But the garbage is all over the floor, and Jamal Shead goes back out there, stays out there, and picks up all that trash on the court. It was an incredible viral moment. It just speaks volume about him and the way he was raised and what he's all about as a person and player.
A.J. Lawson at the stripe. Played 26 games for the Raptors last season. Missed another free throw. And Alondas Williams ends up with a board in a 4-point game early second quarter. Magic looking to improve to 1-1. Raptors trying to stay undefeated after they smoked the Bulls Friday. Williams the catch. Hepburn all over him. They got some serious dogs defensively. Hepburn knocked it out of bounds, 7 to shoot. You can just see with the reaction from the bench, like this is what they want their identity to be.
Absolutely, and I don't know if the analytics didn't help Chucky Hepburn if not getting drafted, but that man can play. Look at him, he climbs up in his chest, both hands, no foul. He's up in him, he's not letting you breathe. The hands are incredibly quick. And his ability to use his chest and body and cover ground, and he plays the same way offensively. He's an attack guard.
He's on a 2-way deal. Helped Pat Kelsey turn around that Louisville program this past season.
He really did, and he did. He was an unsung star in Wisconsin. He never got as much credit as he probably should have there, but he went to Louisville and did some fantastic things. I think he's going to carve out a career. I have very little doubt he will. Will it be with Toronto? We don't know, but he's the kind of guy Summer League is made for. Show that you can play this game and impact winning.
Again, a deflection out of bounds. But Louisville this year was like the Pistons of college basketball.
Yeah, they really were. They hit it right. I mean, they really did. Pat did an excellent job of using his NIL money wisely and getting guys that fit. Terrence Edwards Jr. was fantastic. They lost Kason Pryor early in the year to an injury. They'll get him back. But no question about it. Rain Smith, who's with the Nuggets, Chucky Hepburn was the engine on that team.
Another Raptors steal. Shamshay runs it down. Here's Murray Boyles. Now the Magic force a turnover. That's 7 for Toronto. Williams on the kick. Nate Santos gives it right back to him. The pump and go. Little 2-man game here. Williams and Santos. And a strip by Toronto. Pesky on the perimeter all game long. Hepburn probes. Murray Boyles right back to the point guard. Mismatch against the 7-footer Kyler Kelly. In the corner, it's Lawson. Just hit one from over there. Make it 2 in a row.
Oh, he can heat up. You should have seen him in high school. I mean, and then he went and he brought that to South Carolina. He's got to get consistent at something like that, Drew, and then he's got a chance to really stick because he guards, works hard, plays hard, defends. That's a good pass from Chucky. Good shot fake. It was actually a pretty good closeout by Kyler Kelly, but he stays in his shot. It's so important. Was he on balance? No, but he got it off. He stayed with it, finished the job.
Lawson's got 7 to lead the way for the Raptors. Balanced effort so far as they trail by 1. De Silva, the top scorer for the Magic, still with 9 on those 3 triples. It's a 13-3 spurt for Toronto. Look at Hepburn all over the ball. And the foul is on the Magic. Chucky Hepburn making things happen.
Well, we're going to keep talking about. Look at it. He's got great balance. He's got contact balance. Gets a little push, stays with it, pokes the ball away. They're both fighting for it. Yeah, they're both fighting for it. They're not calling the swim move. They'll call the hand check before that. I like this game. Unless there's a memo coming at halftime that they got to call more fouls, I like the way they're letting them play in this one. This looks more like an NBA game.
Yes. This looks almost like a playoff game. The way these guys are getting down and guarding. Hepburn kicks it. Martin from the corner. And Santos soars for the rebound. De Silva came out of the gate smoking hot. Made his first 3 triples. Martin chest to chest with the defense. Here's Hepburn again in someone's airspace. This looks uncomfortable offensively for Orlando with the way Toronto's pressuring them.
It was
another turnover.
And there's Colin Castleton with the switch out. Like, I'm looking for Orlando to really attack the 5s. And if you're Colin Castleton and you can switch out and guard like that, that's a heck of a thing. And he's got magic ties. He's been inside their program.
Lawson on the cross, gets around. Santos puts it in. And a chance at another and one for A.J. Lawson.
He's efficient. That's the effectiveness. And we watch now as he just gets the ball. Eyes up. Great cross. Guts brings it through. And just a little thing. They went for the swipe. They couldn't get it because he's going to be strong with the ball. So many young players come out here and they lose the ball because they're used to going against cones or coaches. And all of a sudden you get out here, man, these are real life.